So Lauren, obviously you get just tough time making shots, but last couple minutes, what changed all of a sudden for you guys to pull this one out? I mean, that has to be one of the bright spots of the year, this victory tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if it really changed anything, but just stuck with what we were doing the whole game. I mean, it takes a lot of perseverance to come out with a win like that, so I think we just really kept pushing it, kept fighting. So.
What was it like to be there at the line? You know, you're down one and the game's in your hands, but what was it like, and it had to feel good that you hit both of them, and you know, that was the difference?
Yeah. I mean, we practice a lot of free throws, and you know, all the time. We shoot 100 in practice, so I was just trying to go up there and just do what I do in practice, stay calm, stay relaxed, and then just focus on making shots. So. And
25 for your new career high. Talk about that.
I don't know. I think we were just going at it like we normally would. There's a few gaps. My teammates definitely found me a lot in the open spots, especially when on defensively, they like drop in a lot. So I give credit to our post players and driving and kicking and stuff. So it was really good on our part all around.
How big was you guys, you know, trying to get the ball back, and then Bree got flung to half court right there. Talk about that play and just, you know, taking a shot like that for the team.
Pure excitement. I mean, all around. I mean, sometimes you gotta take a hit. And I don't know. She took it good. I don't know if. I mean, she's pretty tiny, so they probably flung her pretty good. But it was good. Just a great play.
And then I'll ask you that too, Bree. Are you planning on joining the track and field team anytime soon? Because you went flying. You honestly did. Just talk about making a play down the stretch.
Well, I knew that we had to get him trapped and try to get him stopped, and then I saw her lower her shoulder, so I thought I would just go straight up and excel it.
What you gotta do.
Yeah. And then for you, Bree, what's a win like this do for not only your confidence, but the confidence of this team, the momentum, knowing that you guys got a tough Wayne State team coming in here on Saturday?
I think it really brings their momentum up. I mean, anytime you win a game, it's easier to like go harder to the next one.
Pose the same question for you, Lauren.
3-game win streak now. I mean, we had our few dingers here in the season, midway through. I think we're starting to come back, get a few wins under our belts to make us feel good. You know, I think it's just, they always say like winning is contagious just as much as losing. Got a few wins, and I think it's just going to be really good, and I hope it carries over to our future games.
Good. You guys good?
All right,
thank you, ladies. All right, you guys good? All right, so Troy,
yes.
Things didn't look good for the first about, you know,
39
minutes. I was going to say 39 and a half minutes.
39 and a half minutes.
Yeah. Just talk about how gutty and gritty this one, just like last weekend.
Well, we're just hanging in. I mean, we just couldn't get the ball to go in the basket. Whether we were inside, we were missing shots. Whether we were outside, and I look at the stats, and we got 4 turnovers. You have 4 turnovers in a college basketball game, you're supposed to win, people, because that means you're getting probably good shots, and we don't take bad shots. So you should win that game. That should be like hands down, and we're behind by 9 points, 10 points, whatever it was. You know, that shouldn't happen. We just having a struggle, and with really good shooters, we're struggling to get the ball in the basket at times, and I don't understand. It seems to be in there more than any place, because I mean, if you would have saw us at Grand Valley last week, you would have said, wow, you know, there's a 12-minute stretch that we were awesome. You know, and that awesome wasn't out there on the offensive end of getting the ball to go in the basket. So, but we hung in there. I thought the girls did an incredible job of managing the game right, especially when we got out of timeouts, and they didn't panic, and all of a sudden you make a couple shots and you get rejuvenated. And Brianna really sparked us. I thought not only in the last minute, but defensively when she went in, she really sparked us and started making a few plays just to change the momentum of the game, because it was really dull and dragging on us. And Bree gave us a little boost, which she's capable of doing, and she's really, really a smart basketball player, and she has a great understanding of how to make plays, and she started to make a couple of plays. They were minor, but they were a couple of plays that really, really got us going, I thought.
Speaking of plays, Lauren Gruber just made a bunch of them. Now, I mean, 3 balls, free throws. Just talk about, you know, career high for her.
Well, if there's somebody that's really tough, you know, it's her. I mean, she's a tough person, and she's a really, really dedicated. She's one of my favorite players of all time that I've been able to coach in 30 years of coaching, just because of her dedication and how tough she is, and she can take a beating out there, and she gives it out too, and then she came through big by making big shots when it counted, and she's our best free throw shooter. I mean, we shoot 100 free throws a day. She says we shoot a few a day, we shoot 100 every day. We shoot 50 before practice and 50 after practice. It takes us 10 minutes on each end to get a ball and partner, and she has made 50 in a row 10 times this year. You know, that's pretty incredible. You know, that you step up there and make 50 in a row, not just once or twice during the season. Usually it's somebody makes once or twice during the year. She makes 10 times this year already. So, She's our best free throw shooter. She had been struggling from the line, to tell you the truth, making big shots, free throws this year, and she buried those two like nothing. You know,
Yeah, and then,
she wanted that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know we talked about Bree for a second ago, but you heard me back there for a second. She comes in and you were just trying to just get a steal, get the ball back, and then she takes a good shot right to the chest.
She takes a great charge, and I just said on the radio, if she was a big guard, and I think Lauren said it, she's tiny, but if she was a big guard, she might not have got that call. She might have stood right there in the trap, and they might have called a foul on us. She's, because of her size, somebody turns and bails into her, she's going to move. And like I said, she said she went to trap, and she was supposed to, and she made a great play, keeping her hands to herself, and the girl did charge her. It wasn't like it was a bad call. She moved her, and it was a good call by the official, and gutsy one, and fortunately we were able to get the ball, not exactly where we wanted it for the last play. We were trying to go to Alyssa. They did a good job of not let her catch in the post, but I thought Lauren made a good job of getting in the paint and then really drew the contact to get the foul at the end of the game, which was a really headsy play on her part.
And obviously for you guys, this is, like you said, the first, almost the entire game, just nothing going, then come out and get the win.
This would have been a devastating blow to us.
Yeah, and then come back.
I told my buddy down at Butler, he's the assistant basketball coach at the girls program, one of my best friends. I told him today, this is probably the biggest game. There's always big games during the year, and you always say the next one's the biggest one. That's the biggest one. I told him, I said, this is the biggest game of the year because they're basically tied with us. We need to get them away from us. We need to win at least probably 3 games out of our last 5 to get in the tournament, and this is the one that I think we can win. I said, because we got Wayne State, Michigan Tech coming in here. We got to go on the road to Lake Superior and Northwood. It's a brutal stretch for us. So this was a game I thought that we would have a good chance to win, and we just didn't play well, and fortunately we got the win because it probably saved, it saved us for now, to move on to another bigger game.
And speaking of bigger game, you got one of those coming up on Saturday against Wayne State. You played them pretty well down there.
Yeah, we had a chance to win.
And then they went up to Tech tonight and pulled one out in the end, held on. Talk about playing the Warriors again on Saturday.
Anytime somebody beats Tech, I'm kind of happy. But don't put that on me. I don't need any more fuel, all right? I don't need any more fuel from them, all right? There's enough fuel there.
Yeah, give me
honestly, we had a shot to win the game. We had 2 shots to win the game. Naya McLeod went on the left corner with about 30 seconds to put us up 2 down there. Rattled in and out, and then we got the stop, and we came back. We were down 1, and Alyssa, we got the ball to Alyssa. She made the play that she needed to make and dumped it off to Abby. They came and doubled at Alyssa. Dumped it off to Abby for about an 8-footer on the baseline wide open. It went in and out, so we had a chance to beat them down there. It's going to be a battle. Obviously they probably got the best, most dominating force in Division II, in Sharita Brown. We did an incredible job with her last time, but we let somebody else. When you do so much to stop her, somebody else is good. They got good players. They got 3 Division I transfers. Somebody else is going to step up for them, and our job is to hopefully keep her numbers down as best we can. We're not going to be able to do what we did last time, and get that other person that's going to be able to step up for them to keep them numbers down a little bit. And I think we got a decent plan as to what we're going to do about it.